The Golden State Warriors, one of the most successful teams of the past decade in the NBA, now faces significant uncertainty about their future. Once hailed as a basketball dynasty, the Warriors have found themselves grappling with a series of challenges. After a disappointing season that saw them fail to qualify for the playoffs, compounded by the loss of star player Klay Thompson to injury, serious questions are emerging about the team's ability to remain competitive at a high level. An anonymous NBA coach recently shared an intriguing analogy, comparing the Warriors to a rock band that has passed its peak. While the lead singer may still deliver impressive performances, the magic and sustainable success have diminished, he explained. This metaphor resonates as fans and analysts alike ponder whether the team can recapture the glory of its championship years. Reflecting on the Warriors' last significant triumph, the NBA championship victory against the Boston Celtics in 2022, many see this as a testament to the team's resilience and experience. That title was celebrated as a remarkable achievement, recognizing the hard work and dedication of the players. However, the unnamed coach believes this victory is more a reflection of past glory than a signal of a promising future. That title against Boston feels more like a career award, he commented. They got there because of their experience, while the opponent wasn't ready to be champions. This perspective raises concerns about whether the Warriors can maintain their competitive edge as the league continues to evolve. With the loss of Klay Thompson, the burden of leadership falls even heavier on Stephen Curry. At 36 years old, Curry faces the dual challenge of keeping the team competitive while navigating the natural limitations that come with aging. Known for his exceptional shooting and playmaking abilities, Curry understands the weight of expectations on his shoulders. "I love when people doubt us. It gives me that extra push to train harder and prove we can still compete," he said. Curry also mentioned that his recent experience in the Olympics has revitalized his passion for the game. "My Olympic experience has renewed my energy, and I'm channeling that into the season ahead," he stated. This determination reflects his commitment to not just himself but to the entire team as they work to overcome obstacles together. While the veteran core of the Warriors continues to age, emerging talents like Brandon Podziemski are eager to extend the championship window for as long as possible. "We can't play forever, but every success we've had pushes me to keep going," he stated. "Our mission now is to extend this window of opportunity for as long as we can." In the midst of this uncertainty, the Warriors' path forward remains unclear. As they navigate the complexities of aging stars, emerging talent, and a challenging league landscape, one thing is certain: the spirit of competition is alive within the organization. Whether they can harness that spirit to redefine their narrative and reclaim their place among the league's elite will depend on their resilience, adaptability, and determination in the seasons to come. Few teams have had as successful an off-season as the Golden State Warriors, even if it doesn't appear that way at first glance. Losing Klay Thompson is undoubtedly a tough blow for the franchise. As one of the key cornerstones of the team, his departure is significant, especially considering he will be the last player to wear number 11 in the Bay Area. However, the impact of his absence may not be as detrimental on the court as one might think. In fact, reallocating his 30-plus minutes to young talents like Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, and newcomer D'Anthony Melton could even prove beneficial for the team's dynamic. The Warriors also made some intriguing additions to their roster. With the signings of Melton, Kyle Anderson, and Buddy Hield, they have strengthened their bench significantly. Moreover, Steve Kerr and Stephen Curry recently returned from Paris, where they brought home a gold medal as part of Team USA. During the summer, Podziemski trained with the national team, gaining invaluable experience alongside some of the world's best players. All these developments might seem optimistic, but there's a reason for cautious hope regarding this Warriors roster. What's particularly exciting about this offseason is what Golden State didn't do. The front office made a strong push to acquire Paul George, but received a last-minute rejection. They also engaged in lengthy discussions with Lauri Markkanen, which ultimately fell through. While the Warriors were unable to add a second star to their roster, it's clear that the front office is focused on maximizing the final years of Curry's career. It makes complete sense, as Curry is still easily one of the top 5 players in the league, and leveraging his talent for one last championship run is a priority. As the offseason progresses, there are still trade options available, and Golden State appears ready to act when the right opportunity arises. One potential target is the Brooklyn Nets, who have begun dismantling their roster by trading Mikal Bridges to the New York Knicks. Next on the list, Cam Johnson. Warriors Nets trade to bring Cam Johnson next to Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. In this potential trade, the Golden State Warriors would receive
Cam Johnson,
while the Brooklyn Nets would acquire Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, a 2026 first-round pick. This trade makes a lot of sense for the Warriors. Cam Johnson's current salary of $23.6 million per year is lower than Andrew Wiggins' $26.2 million, which not only improves their on-court performance but also provides significant financial relief for the Bay Area team. Additionally, Johnson is more favorable for future trades, making it easier for the front office to make moves as they continue to build around Curry. However, swapping Wiggins for Johnson would require the Warriors to give up valuable assets. Moses Moody is poised to prove himself and would likely thrive in a rebuilding situation like the one in Brooklyn. Moreover, the Nets would gain another first-round pick, further enhancing their asset collection. This trade could yield substantial long-term benefits for Brooklyn, particularly if Wiggins can find his footing in a new environment. For the Warriors, it is certainly worth the investment to bring in Johnson, who is a much more consistent three-point shooter, boasting a 39.1% success rate last season. His ability to seamlessly fit into Golden State's playing style is invaluable. Johnson excels at moving without the ball, making quick decisions when attacking defenses, and is a competent defender compared to Wiggins. His addition could rejuvenate the Warriors' offensive strategy, allowing for more fluid ball movement and spacing on the floor. Shake Milton might appear to be just an extra piece in this trade, but he is actually another versatile wing who could add offensive depth to the Warriors' second unit. His skill set could thrive within Golden State's fast-paced and ball-sharing system, potentially unlocking his full potential. On the other side, Brooklyn would gain a former lottery pick in Wiggins, alongside a future selection, giving them the opportunity to evaluate what he can contribute in a new setting. The last few years have been challenging for Wiggins, but every title-contending team is in search of reliable 3 and D wings. Just 2 years ago, he was an all-star. Wiggins, a former first overall draft pick, has the talent to succeed. While his current contract might seem unfavorable, the NBA salary cap is on the rise, which could enhance his value as a veteran leader in Brooklyn's youthful roster. Ultimately, this trade holds tremendous potential to benefit both teams. The Warriors would take a significant step forward in the highly competitive Western Conference, aiming for another championship run, while the Nets would acquire a valuable package to aid in their ongoing rebuilding efforts. As both teams look ahead, the implications of this trade could resonate for years to come, shaping their respective futures in the NBA landscape. When Kevin Durant made his high-profile move to the Golden State Warriors in 2017, the NBA landscape seemed largely devoid of formidable challengers. Durant, often referred to as the Slim Reaper, played a pivotal role in leading the Warriors to back-to-back championships, allowing the team to recover from the heartbreak of their 2016 finals loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. This partnership appeared destined for greatness and longevity. However, Durant ultimately departed, feeling a disconnect from the group. Despite the contentious nature of his exit, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr holds no grudges. During an appearance on the Dan Le Batard show, he described his time coaching Durant as incredible, signaling that the door for reconciliation may not be entirely closed. This candid remark, coupled with the current dynamics surrounding the Phoenix Suns, has prompted insider Benjamin Garcia to explore the potential for a reunion between Durant and the Warriors. In a recent discussion on the Locked On Warriors podcast, Garcia delved into Durant's history as a wanderer. Over his career, he has suited up for 4 different teams but has never returned to a previous franchise. While with the Warriors, Durant fulfilled his aspirations of competing in the NBA Finals and winning championships. However, Garcia contends that Durant's unpredictable nature could pave the way for future opportunities to rejoin Golden State. No, the door is not closed on Durant heading back to the Warriors. It's not closed for Durant to retire and head to Thailand, either. He marches to the beat of his own drum. He's a career wanderer, Garcia noted. But if the Suns struggle this season and find themselves in a precarious position by mid-February, then absolutely, he could be traded to the Warriors or even the Rockets. As the Suns season unfolds, fans and analysts are left to ponder whether Durant should consider returning to the Warriors. Would his presence benefit the team, or is it contingent on the specifics of a potential trade? The Dub Nation would likely welcome Durant back with enthusiasm. Despite Phoenix owner Matt Ishbia's assurances that KD will remain with the team, the unfolding reality of the season could paint a different picture. The Suns are managing one of the highest payrolls in the league, yet their postseason success has been limited since Durant's arrival, with the team only advancing to the conference semifinals during his first year. If the season drags on and they find themselves in a suboptimal position come February, the franchise may need to reconsider its strategy. Durant is a coveted asset for any team in the league, but the prospect of him returning to the Warriors seems increasingly unlikely. Part of Durant's departure in 2019 can be traced back to his tumultuous relationship with Draymond Green. Their rocky connection was epitomized by a widely publicized on-court altercation. While Garcia believes this past issue wouldn't prevent a reunion, it's crucial to consider the Warriors' current situation. Kerr was reminiscing about the past rather than making a direct appeal for Durant's return. The Warriors are not in a position to make an immediate push for a championship. With Curry's recent one-year contract extension, the team's focus appears to be on a gradual build rather than a desperate attempt to contend right away. Even after their efforts to acquire stars like Paul George and Lauri Markkanen fell short, the front office showed patience, refraining from hasty decisions. A significant concern for the Warriors is the importance of retaining their young core. Should they ever decide to pursue Durant, the Suns' asking price is likely to be exorbitant. Players like Brandon Podziemski and Jonathan Kuminga are likely to be viewed as non-negotiable assets. Why disrupt a roster that has demonstrated flashes of significant potential? Podziemski, who has been impressive in training camps, could very well take on a starting role this season. Kuminga's stock is expected to rise following Klay Thompson's departure, particularly as the Warriors look to solidify their future. While Durant could undeniably elevate the Warriors' status as instant contenders, the team's foundation is not as robust as it was during their glory days in 2017. Key players have moved on, and the Western Conference landscape has grown increasingly competitive. In conclusion, even if Durant expresses a desire to return to the Warriors, it may not make practical sense for Golden State to extend an offer. The dynamics of the team have shifted, and both the Warriors and Durant have much to consider as they navigate their respective futures. The possibilities may be intriguing, but the reality of the situation requires careful evaluation from both sides. As the season progresses, it will be fascinating to see how these narratives unfold and whether any unexpected moves reshape the landscape of the NBA.